let's be accountable. I'm out in this Atlanta traffic, and it's heavy today. It's gloomy out, cloudy. Skies are certainly gray. Rain is coming down. I actually like driving in rainstorms and snowstorms. That's just me. But traffic is different. Being stuck in traffic, moving, 60% less on the speed than what you're normally authorized to do so. But it just makes you, come to a thought to say that as I'm driving in traffic, I have many things to consider. I'm dealing with following behind vehicles, anticipating what they may do by watching the signal that is supposed to come from their vehicle, such as brakes, brake lights, knowing when to slow down, knowing when we're coming to a full stop. And even though that I'm not moving at the motion and the speed that's desirable to get where I'm going, with the amount of patience that is necessary for this moment, I'm still going to accomplish my goal. I'm still going to get to where I'm going if I take these steps carefully, if I pay attention to my surrounding, if I follow the signs and the signals that are given to me to drive appropriate in this condition. I might be delayed in time, but I can still get to where I gotta go. It reminds me of a scripture. I want to say it's Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. And the scripture, I believe, says, the race is not given to the swift, nor given to the strong, but he that endure to the end. And so often we're constantly in a state of looking at our steps and our process based on somebody else's speed, based on somebody else's strength, based on someone else's achievements. And comparing is not something that a Christian should do. Comparing yourself and trying to measure who you are and what you have and what you're doing to the next person is not a godly principle. Matter of fact, it often brings in some of the more negative approaches to how you feel and what you think about yourself and what you think about who you are and what you can do, because you can end up looking at someone else and you don't know their story. You don't know their story. It's amazing that often we look at a Instagram, we look at a social media in any place, and we see someone who's titled living their best life. And it's just a few flicks. Now, what we do know is most of them are not living that. I know people who live, pretty standards based on their definition low, struggling, going through. But when I see them online, oh, it's extravagant living. It's taking the pictures in the best moments of a day or a place that they're at. But if you talk to them on the outside, they're looking for more. And so often we don't want to be in that place where you come in halfway through the movie and then you think you know the details. You don't know a person's genesis. Some people have achieved great things, done great things, and then some people just want you to think they do. But not to ramble in that, but to go back into the idea is that your process may not be at the place or the position in which you want. But the Bible tells you to run this race with patience. And even though those often can sound kind of complicated and seem like they contradict each other, when you say race and then you say run and you say patience, don't seem like that should be in the same tone. But you can run, you can race, and you can do it with patience. It's more of a point of catching your breath and running with the proper wind. That way you don't exhort yourself running too fast and you lose wind, which will shorten your race at the end of the day anyway. And then you don't want to run so aggressively strong until you're not doing it proper and you're taking cuts and shortcuts and running up a mountain or a hill, and then all of a sudden realize your strength become tired, become weak, and then watch this again, you don't make it to where you gotta go. But a smart race, a patient race, a race with the proper consideration can often get you exactly where you're trying to go. So again, when the Bible tells you the race is not given to the fastest nor the strongest, but he that endure. Watch this. The only request of that scripture is just keep going. Just keep running to the one who rescues. Just keep running to the one who saves. Just stay with the one who brings win at the end of the day, the one who brings the success at the end of the day, the one who brings the completion, the author and the finisher of our faith. Bless you, Jesus.